All about to saying here for Seconds Out, here with Martin, Andre and Adam, ahead of, well, Team Bentley, ahead of the rematch with Mark Heffron on Friday nights. Firstly guys, we're a day away from fight night. How are you guys? How's everything going?
Everyone's fine. Yeah.
Martin, starting off with yourself, I just want to talk about Denzel at this present time. You know, we know that he had that big fight with Mark in that first fight. It was probably one of the best fights during lockdown. A lot of fans sort of appreciated that fight. I think Denzel and Mark won a lot of fans over that night. But what's changed this time around?
Well, obviously we've got the British title on the line, and we'd like to, as our team, would like to thank Liam Williams for vacating and wish him well moving forward for a world title. And I'm sure that Mark's team would like to wish him the same and say thanks for moving on and allowing these two boys to fight for such a prestigious title.
Martin, if you just introduce both of these guys, tell the fans what they actually do and what they do for the team.
We don't really know. We've always worked together. We've worked together for quite some years now, and as you know, we're a bit of a team down the Peacock. And yeah, it's Andre and this is Adam. We're in the gym every day together, and obviously we're fortunate enough to be in the bubble tonight.
Adam, let me ask you then. What have you seen in Denzel that's changed this time around in preparation for this fight?
I just think he's learned a lot since the last fight. Yeah, he's learned a lot, and we've been working on capitalising on some of the things that we thought Heffron done wrong last time, which we think Denzel can take advantage of. So yeah, he's been working on that, and he's worked on his own mistakes as well. A couple of little things. That's it really, you know, and he's improved. He's improved.
And yourself, we've seen in the BT Sport coverage that Denzel was sort of sparring with heavyweights and stuff like that. Is that sort of normal in the gym? Is it just at this present time with the lockdown going on that whoever you can sort of get a hold of?
No, it was something that we was going to do in the preparation, and it's just, you know, it's just come along that day that we was doing that. You know, Denzel sparred lots of different kids for this fight, and we've been fortunate enough to have a few different styles which replicate Mark's style. And as Adam just said, we're going to capitalise on a few of the things that we think we didn't do right, and we're going to capitalise on a few of the things that we think that Mark didn't do right. But as we all know, it's a fight and anything can happen at any time. You've got two really good, hungry fighters in there, and hopefully we get for the fans, we get the same sort of fight that we had before. You know, something as exciting as that would be great.
In regards to capitalising then, I think the general consensus was that when Denzel was winning the first couple of rounds, he knocked him down and then seemed to maybe take his foot off the gas, take his foot off the pedal, and then
or maybe Mark come into the fight a little bit more. So you know, you can say it one way or you can say it the other. But look, this will pan out tomorrow, and we'll see. But I'm sure that everyone at home will be in for a good fight, and you know, it's unusual to be in a fight and 3 referees to all score. I've never seen it before. Andre's been around longer than myself, and I don't think he has. And I've never seen 3 judges give a draw before. So you know, we're not moaning about the last result. I think he's done both the boys good, and I think they're both better fighters for it. I think Mark's a better fighter now than when he boxed Liam. Yeah. Because of the loss, I think sometimes that can make you a better fighter, and I think it has made him a better fighter. And I think what Denzel learned from the last fight will make him a better fighter. So it's interesting, you know what I mean? You don't have to have a perfect record to be a good fighter.
Alright then, I want to ask you guys, because all of you guys have been in boxing for a long time, when the judge is watching this fight, there's a slick move of someone on the back foot throwing out the jab like Denzel does, a great mover and clinical in his punches. Then you've got Mark Heffron, the come forward fighter, putting pressure on. What's the right way for boxing?
Listen, it's a preference. There ain't no right way. It's what you like. You know, you can be in the room and you like something, and someone else can be in the room and they can like something. That's what makes boxing so special, because it's just opinions. Like, I might like a counter puncher, he might like an aggressive fighter, he might like someone who moves, he might like someone who comes forward. It's only opinions.
Well, what do you guys like?
The main thing is whoever lands the most punches really on the target area, that
should win.
That's it.
Who's ever in that corner? Every boxer's not the same, so you have to adjust to beat him.
Yeah.
You know, so a come fight is an income fighter who comes forward all the time, and obviously you go on your back foot and then you move. You know.
You asked a question there. You said, "What do I like as a fighter?"
Yeah.
I like a box fighter.
Exactly.
But if I was in the corner, that's not always what you want to see.
Yeah.
Sometimes you want to see a bit of slick movement and someone slipping shots. So, you know, as a spectator, you like one thing, and as a trainer, you might like something else. And you can only bring out of the fighter what they've got in them.
Yeah, whilst we're in this lockdown period, there's fights that are happening, but it seems that, you know, I think Eddie Hearn and promoters have said it, that they want to match good fighters with good fighters. And they want to give up people good shows because there's not that many fights going on. People have to watch on the telly. Does that put any pressure on your fighter or your team to tell Denzel that maybe you might need to stop it after last time? You might need to put a stop.
No, because we're all in boxing and we all want to see the best fight the best, and we all want to see good matches. Unfortunately, or fortunately, at the beginning of your career, you do need some 60 or 70-30 fights, whatever you want to say, 60-40 fights, because it's a learning game, you know what I mean, and it is a career. So, you know, it's wherever they are at in their stage of their career, you want to see them fighting the correct fights. You don't want to see someone just keep going along and having non-fights.
Right,
but sometimes that happens.
What's on Friday night? Starting with yourself, give me your quick prediction.
It's going to be a good fight. It's a 50-50 fight, but I feel like Denzel will come out victorious at the end of it.
Do you reckon he'll get the stoppage, or is it going to be? Do you feel like it's going to go full 12 or full 10?
I'm not sure. He could do. But as long as he wins, he's fit, he's ready, and that's it. He's ready to go.
Martin?
Who will be the winner?
Right, I know who will be the winner, but how do you see it playing out? Because I know who you think is going to be the winner.
Look, hand on heart, I think British boxing will be the winner. If we have another fight like we had last time, and the way they both conducted themselves, I think it was a pleasure to see. There's been no nonsense. There's been no stupidness. The fight has actually sold itself. So, you know, obviously I want our corner to win, and I'm on Denzel. But as long as they both come out healthy and we get the right decision, if it goes to the judges, we get the right decision, we'll be happy.
Same thing, really. They both think they're going to win. They're really up for it, both of them, obviously. But he's been training really hard. You can't fault him for that, and I think he's going to win.
Martin, obviously I need to ask you about the craziness that's happening in lockdown with your fighter as well, Daniel Dubois. Dates getting changed, left, right and centre. Finally, we're here, 28th of November, the date is set. Fingers crossed nothing goes wrong, because I think for me and for a lot of fans, that's the most anticipated fight between two British fighters.
For us as well.
For the full team. But as a fight fan myself, as thousands of fight fans in the UK, this is the biggest fight in regards to two British fighters. How is Daniel doing with all the changes that have happened?
Daniel's a consummate professional. He's in a great place. He's had some really good sparring. He's looking well. I can't say no more really. We'll be ready on the 28th. And I'm sure Joe will be. And again, we're fortunate enough at this position in time to have a nice little team around us, and we're in good fights that people want to talk about. You can't ask for more.
Martin, do you sort of have to block out some noise when people are talking about Daniel Dubois to be a top 5 fighter? You know, he's got potential to fight with these big boys, but at this present time, you know that he's got Joe Joyce next.
No, I think Daniel's quite a level-headed boy. He keeps his feet on the ground, and like all of us, we just look at one hurdle at a time. We're not looking beyond Joe, because Joe's a really effective fighter and a credit to the sport. Like what he's done in the amateurs and what he's done in the pros as well, we really respect, and we've took him out on board, and we've worked very hard. And again, like probably Joe has, you know, so it'll be on the 28th and we'll be ready.
It's such an intriguing.
That's a royal week, yeah. Daniel.
It's such an intriguing fight. A lot of fight fans are split in regards to whether Daniel's going to win, whether Joe's going to win. There's a lot of question marks still out there for both fighters.
Yeah.
But what do you see in Daniel that gives you assurance? Not just because you're his trainer, you're probably seeing that he is going to do the job on the 28th.
I think Daniel's done everything that's been asked of him so far, and I don't see that changing.
That's all. Okay. And then in that case, then guys, how does that fight finish? Let's start off with yourself.
Again, it's going to be a good fight. The crowd is going to be the winner. British boxing is going to be the winner. Daniel's trained very hard, like he always does, and I'm confident he's going to get the win. He's got the power.
Martin, obviously, you're the main man here, but you to.
Well, to be fair, listen, we're not going to make predictions. We're just going to turn up and be ready.
How exciting is it actually to have someone like
Very.
Daniel in his, because he is one of the most exciting prospects in world boxing at the moment.
Very exciting, of course. But listen, we're still a young embryo fighter, and he's still learning his trade. And this fight is just such a good fight for British boxing. Again, a bit like Denzel's fight. The two fighters that should be fighting are meeting each other. You mentioned it earlier, and you said about in these times and. We should be making the correct matches. I think Frank's made an excellent match here. Along with this fight with Denzel, which is what we're really talking about. How lucky are we?
100%.
Same thing really. He's worked hard. You can't put nothing past him. He just does everything you tell him to do. In his mindset, he's still learning. But I think he's going to be.
Whilst I've got 3 men on boxing in front of me, I just need to move away from your fighters. I just want to ask you some general questions. Firstly, Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder in the rematch. We know Tyson's fighting again on December 5th as part of the BT show, Frank Warren show. But his opponent, Deontay Wilder, since the loss, has come out with a few excuses, or has also come out with a statement saying his water was spiked. Before that, the costume was quite heavy. First of all, what do you make of the comments post the fight?
Daniel Wilder.
Yeah.
I don't know. He says what he wants to say. It's up to him. I don't really know about them comments. It's just, I don't know.
What would you do? What would you do if that was your fight? Then, if that was against Daniel Dubois and someone came out afterwards and said it, what would you think?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, yourself, Martin.
Well, look. It's an hard one to answer. We can't answer for him, can we? But it's a shame because, you wouldn't want that to be your legacy, would you? I wouldn't want that to be one of our fighters' legacy, and that's no disrespect to Deontay Wilder. What he's achieved is massive, and to be fair, I don't know. There's no comment. I've got no comment on it.
No comment.
All right, final question from you guys.
Sorry.
Final question from you guys. Anthony Joshua returns to the ring in December against Kubrat Pulev. We know Kubrat Pulev's an experienced fighter, been in there with some of the greats in the heavyweight division. Just prediction from you guys. Martin, I'll start with yourself first.
I see that as a very hard fight. I think he's a real rough ass and he's an handful. Obviously, I want AJ to win because we need to see that fight with him and Tyson Fury. That's really the fight that we all want to see. I hope he gets through it and I hope he puts on a good performance. But he's got a rough ass.
Tough fight.
He's got a real tough man.
So?
He's going to have a tough fight.
You have a better chance at the locking now.
Yeah, I think so as well.
And finally?
Yeah, I fancy it'll be a tough fight with Joshua, but if he produces his top, if he's in top form, then he's hard to beat, isn't he, Joshua, when he's on top form? Like as Andy Ruiz found out,
Yeah.
First time I don't think he was on top form. Second time, he was on top form and he got the win.
Do we all agree that 2021 we need to get that Anthony Joshua Tyson Fury fight made, just because we're fight fans and we want to see the best fight the best?
Of course. Listen, come what may, what happens with the Pulev fight, but I think we'd still want to see that. But we wish Joshua well, because obviously he's flying the flag for Britain, and we're all British fight fans.
Have you actually yourself? I know Daniel been and sparred him.
No, we haven't been inspired.
No, but have you actually interacted with the team? Have you talked to Team Joshua before?
No, we've asked to spar, but we haven't been.
We haven't been. All right, cool, guys.
Sometimes that's just
politics. Yeah, that's fine. Guys, good luck on Friday night. I normally say Saturday. I've been stuttering my words this week saying Saturday night, but yeah, Friday night. I know Denzel, I spoke to him yesterday. He's been working hard, so yeah, good luck and hopefully we'll speak to you guys.
Good luck to all your viewers.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate your time.